An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense...
And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Hooks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Moore. Fires quickly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Dante Moore, under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Red pass, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Trying to get it to the marker. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulls it in. It's Green. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And this is one of those things that are really hard to stop for a defense, man. When that QB starts to get outside the pocket, now I'm thinking he's going to run it. What are my rules? Nice job by the running back starting to creep back towards his quarterback. Now listen, you throw it over the middle of the field late, it doesn't always turn out well, but on this play, big conversion, nice job scrambling around, buying some time for his running back to get open.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the catch, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And it's decision time on this first drive, and I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself, be aggressive here on this 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Wilson has it over the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Berry. There's a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll go play action with Moore. Got his man on the right. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Dave. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a...
There's some room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Here's Moore to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Moore. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Motion from the back. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Quickly to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a depth.
There he goes.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll try to take it back. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Moore. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure coming. He's going for it all. Finds space on the right. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws it deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Right on the money. And this 4th down attempt will go awry as the defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 6 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Scarlet Knights, looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking to pass, it's Levin. Steps away. Fires it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Push down for the tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The quick out. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
A little release to the back. Brings into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. LSU right back to the line. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Levin. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down, using his feet to buy time. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Dante Moore. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Could be an alley. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put three.
Makes the catch. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they...
Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone for 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Just keeps moving. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Levin. Rushes on him. On the move and looking. Fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Here's the pressure. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Zings it complete to the right. Gives it the big stiff arm. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
Makes a grab and room to run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The run inside. It's Berry. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Gets it out fast. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
He slings it deep to the left. Goes high to pull it in. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep...
Touchdown LSU! And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the fourth quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Motion from the wideout. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on its way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be what makes the grab in their space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Here's Moore to throw. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the red zone, it's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Throwing more. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Hill. Here's a little room there. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Ducks want to move quickly. Moore. Looking for the score. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throwing, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Pulls it and runs it again. Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dante Moore. Bringing the heat. Finds us back in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.